Alright, this is the third video I'm recording in the same day, so if you see that I'm wearing the same clothes in my last 3 videos, it's because they were all done right now. Please don't judge me. Today's video is about a topic that some people ask me, and I feel a lot of people have a misconception about it. Is pilot training hard? I want to talk a little bit about it. 1 second, someone is taking off. So before I came to Canada to start my pilot training, I had this idea in my mind that it would be something extremely hard. The studying would be really complicated, that the subjects we would have would be very complex, and it was something that maybe I wouldn't be able to, to get it done. And I saw some videos talking about the percentage of people that actually drop off during pilot training, and I was like, whoa, really? Like, most of my class is not gonna make it. So there was a lot of things that made me a little bit scared of the whole thing, of the pilot training itself. I thought I would enter class and it would be like hard math and like really complicated things. When I started my PPL ground school, everything was really simple. Concepts are very easy to understand. Of course, maybe if you're a good physics and math student in school, maybe if you have a good understanding on how things work, not that you need to know fluid dynamics or anything like that, but if you have an understanding and a feel for these things, it makes everything much easier. But even if you don't, there are no crazy concepts that you can't understand in aviation, especially when you're getting your PPL. General knowledge is fairly simple. It might be annoying for you to be, a lot of people don't like being in the school, like being sitting in a chair, just listening to someone talk and learning. That can be a painful process for some, but the things you're learning are not really that hard. General knowledge is fairly easy. Meteorology can be a little bit annoying because it's something you never had to pay attention to. You just open your phone, you see if it's sunny or cloudy today, so you can plan if you're going to the beach or not. In aviation is a little bit more complex. You need to know why the weather is like this, the types of clouds, what it means for you. Can you fly, can you not? How to decide if you can fly or not. It can become a little bit annoying, but in the end of the day, it's just for you to be safe. So when you understand that and you accept that, then it becomes a thing that's just part of it. You're gonna have to check the weather, so you're safe. So a lot of the complications in the pilot training is actually in the student's mindset, like, oh, I hate meteorology, I hate it. And you keep telling yourself that you hate it, and it just becomes more and more painful for you to do every time you have to do it. And while you're doing your PPL, it's gonna be a simple problem for meteorology. Oh, I cannot fly, good. Can I fly around the airport? No, we cannot. The ceiling is too low. But when you actually started working and you need to plan flights that are further away, and you really have to take into consideration everything about it, it's going to be more complicated in the long run. So you need to make friends with all the subjects you need to study from the beginning, so you have an easier time during your career. For navigation, I always had fun with maps, not only for my pilot training, but before, everywhere I went. Every time I moved to a new city or a new country, I would always play around and check the maps, and so it was always something I enjoyed doing it. So navigation for pilot training was something I really enjoyed doing. Sometimes I wish I didn't have the homework, but when I had to do it, it was never something that was painful or hard for me to do. In the end of it, it meant I was gonna go somewhere new, or I was gonna explore, or I was gonna be safe while doing it. And air law, again, just like driving a car, you need to know the law around you. You need to know the street signs. You need to know... There's someone taxiing a plane. Let's just wait for a second. So you need to know the law, right? It's something that's there for a reason. It's something to make sure everyone is safe. Another guy's taking off. 1 second. During summer, I might find a different place to record my videos because this hangar becomes too loud. Anyway, so air law, it can be a little bit annoying to remember laws that it feels like you don't even need to know, because, if you're safe flying, if you know the laws that apply for you or for your flight, that makes sense. But why do you need to know if certain pilots flying certain operation need or do not need a pilot proficiency check and all of those things? So it might be a little bit annoying to be required to remember things that you might feel like you don't need in the long run. You know, it's just a little bit of information, doesn't hurt, and it's good to know anyway. All the subjects in school, they all make sense. You're never learning things like, I will never use this, you know. You're never gonna get that feeling like you had in middle school, like, I'll definitely never use this other than for this formula, for this class. In aviation, everything you're gonna learn has a purpose and you're gonna use it, so it doesn't feel like a waste of time. If you see it that everything you're learning is actually to make you safe, to keep you alive, and to give you the best opportunity and career that you wanna have, then I don't think it's gonna be really hard. It's things you can learn. Everyone here is learning. I don't think you're less capable than everyone around. So to resume the whole thing, is it hard? Not really, but you still need to put some effort in. I'm not saying you're gonna come to Canada, show up to school, fly sometimes, just laugh and have fun, and that's it. No, you have to study, you have to, you know, put your hours in, put some effort. But it's nothing insane, it's nothing impossible. If I got it done, pretty sure you can get it done too. One thing that can be challenging for international students is the language barrier. If you don't speak English, it can be challenging to learn something new and complex in English, like air law, navigation, all the terms we use. You need to have an understanding of it. English is a very simple language. I know my English is not perfect. I'll have an accent forever and I really don't care. I understand everything I need to understand and I can learn everything I need to learn, so it's okay. The same goes for you. Maybe you don't speak English enough yet, but soon enough you will. What else? So I think the reward we get from pilot training, from flying on these crazy sceneries and exploring by ourselves, you know, it's crazy. It's so much fun. Being able to fly around this province is something incredible. And even though I'm used to it, I never take it for granted. So if your dream is to become a pilot, don't feel scared of ground school or the things you need to learn. It's not gonna be harder enough to make you give up on your dreams. I mean, like a lot of people that drop their pilot training halfway, it's because they were never really sure they wanted to become a pilot or they never got excited about it. But if you're anything like me, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it. And if I can help it in any way, just send me a message on Instagram. I can put you in touch with the school, and maybe soon enough you'll be here, maybe soon enough I'll be your instructor, who knows. So yeah, if you have any questions about pilot training, school, or whatever it is, just text me on Instagram, Fly with Pedro, or drop a comment down below, and we'll be in touch soon, all right? Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the coming videos, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.